What's up, Church in the Ridge family? I want us to turn to Daniel chapter 3. And see, right before we get to the verses that we're going to read, Nebuchadnezzar has made a 90-foot statue, and he's asking everyone to bow down to it. And there's these three young men. They're teenagers, actually, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And they refuse to bow down. And they're brought right before the king right now. And he says, listen, you bow down to this gold statue, or I'm going to throw you in the furnace and you're going to die. And here's how they respond in verse 16 in chapter 3. It says, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to the king, Nebuchadnezzar, we don't need to give you an answer to this question. If the God we serve exists, then he can rescue us from the furnace of blazing fire, and he can rescue us from the power of you, the king. But even if he does not rescue us, we want you as king to know that we will not serve your gods or worship the gold statue you set up. How powerful is that these teenage boys in the face of death right now are saying, listen, no matter what you say to us, we're going to serve God. And I feel like a lot of us love to read verse 16, and we love to read verse 17 because it's like, yes, that's the powerful God we know. That's the God that saves. But we get scared at that verse 18 where it goes, but if he doesn't? And that's where we see Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego's faith really shine because they're saying, we trust God no matter what. If he's not saving us from this fiery death, he has a reason for it that we don't understand, but he's going to do something great with it. And we know how the story ends in Daniel chapter 3 with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego going into the furnace, and the fourth man in the fire shows up, which is God protecting them. And that King Nebuchadnezzar says, the God that you worship is the one true God, and no one's allowed to disgrace him ever again. But sometimes we're like, God, save us from the fire, when really he's leading us through the fire to do something great. And so my encouragement for you is be praying during those seasons of fire, during the storm. God, how can you use me to serve your gospel? How can you use me to share your love during this time? Because you have me here for a reason, to do something great. Will you pray with me? Dear Jesus, we ask that you be over each and every single one of us, that you would give us the strength to pray to you, to ask, Lord, with where I'm at in life right now, what are you leading me to do? Where are you taking and leading me? Help me to stop looking for ways out, but rather see you have a path through where you're going to do something great. And in your name, everybody said, amen. I hope to see you guys soon.